So I've been basically busy most of the day just doing the packing and stuff. So, like I said, the vlogs aren't always going to be interesting. And we should probably have about 2 of those types of videos left. And then we should be done. So, yeah, today I've basically been packing up the room. It's now getting really close to my moving day, finally. And it's been a long process and it's been time consuming. But we got there in the end, and it was all worth it. It was all worth it in the end. We got there. So yeah, Helen has been away the last couple of days at the Lake District with her family, celebrating preemptively celebrating her sister's birthday. Her sister's birthday is actually tomorrow. It's on the 9th. So they've come back today, ready for stuff tomorrow, which is good. And she's gonna come back here with me at some point tomorrow and help me finish up the last little bits of packing that we need to do. I need to take a TV off the wall, and that is very much a 2-person job. So we got one of the TVs off the wall when she was last here, and I've been packing up all my moving boxes and labeling everything and organising all my stuff, because that's basically me done now. Like, I'm basically finished, and that's such a weird process because I have been waiting since, well, I've been waiting forever, but 2022 we finished university, and straight after 2022 we were looking at options and what our options were and what we were going to do, and then we obviously had to find work. We had money saved up from being at uni. I credit a lot of my money savings towards like you guys on the Tom Origins channel, my main channel, helping me out with that. You guys were fantastic during my time at uni. 2019 the channel got monetized, so we've been making money as a channel since 2019 onwards, which has obviously helped me move stuff forwards when it comes to the house, and I'm really lucky for that. And then obviously I picked up other worked at obviously the Lego shop for about 3 months, and then got a job in this most recent industry and been doing that for 2 years, and I left that place just before the summer kicked off. And I'm going to miss those guys. They're really good guys. They're really nice people. But my time there is done. And I'm looking forwards to making that move up to York permanently. Because the backing and forthing is what's killing me off. It's like tiring to do that backing and forthing all the time. That drive is not easy in the slightest. Even though it's only an hour and 40 or something. You can get bad traffic up around like Leeds area. It's pretty annoying. So it'd be nice to actually just be there permanently. No more backing and forthing. No more messing around with the car. You can kind of just rest now. She's worked really hard the last couple of years. We had the Mini, and then that died. And then we had the Yaris, the wonderful Yennefer. And she's been brilliant, and she's done me and Helen really well. And yeah, I'm excited for my moving out date. I'm very excited because it's been a long time coming. And I've been waiting to get here, to get to this point. Like, I've never grown up in Littleborough. Littleborough was a place that my mum and dad moved to during COVID, during the pandemic whilst I was away at uni. And I've never really been fond of it. I always describe it as like the perfect village for like your grandma and granddad to come to retire to. It's very quiet, it's very old-fashioned, it's very peaceful. There's not a lot of modern stuff going on here. There's not a lot of family stuff, not a lot of work stuff in this area specifically. I grew up in a place called Milnrow though, that's like 5 minutes round the corner. That's not really any different or any better for work opportunities. The biggest thing for work and sort of lifestyle we've got is Manchester, which is why so many of my friends now live out of Manchester. Some of my closest friends, and even Danny, have just rented their first apartment in Manchester, which is really cool. And I'm dying to get over there and see it, but a lot of my friends are either in Manchester or they've gone further afield. I've had family members go to Australia and try it out over there. I've had people go all over the place. Only a very small few stay around Milnrow and Littleborough area. So obviously my big thing, and like we've said this in the series for the whole time really, my big idea when I was in uni was to go abroad, was to go to America or Spain. I know they're very different places with very different setups, but I basically grew up spending most of my summers away in Benidorm, and I loved it there. I really loved it. And then there's like a nicer bit above Benidorm in the mountains. That bit I really loved. I'm just a weather person. Like, England's alright when it's like this and it's calm, but when England's got bad weather for like 7 months straight, it can send my head on a downward spiral. And I know I'm not the only one who thinks that way. I know everyone else out there in England, there's a lot of us who suffer when the weather gets bad and there's nothing outside you can do, and it gets really cabin feverish, where you can't like go out and enjoy the sea or go to the beach or go on an adventure somewhere because the weather's rubbish. And you've got to drive miles, or otherwise you can't go anywhere. That's interesting. So I like that about York. I like the fact that Helen's picked somewhere, even though it's not abroad, even though it's still in England. I like that she's picked somewhere that I can just open the front door, I can walk 20 minutes, I'm in a massive city, there's lots going on, and if I want to walk half an hour in a different direction, I'm in the countryside. And like, that's cool. I like that. She's picked a really good spot. And that's why I support her, and I support it, and I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, it's getting really surreal to have been waiting this long, and now we're here. We're finally done. The day I've been counting down to for such a long time is now on my calendar, and I'm looking at it every day, and it's getting closer every day, and now it genuinely is like a couple of days away. It's crazy. I had a whole day packing, so I didn't really do much apart from that today and organising and stuff. I've got lots of stuff in my bedroom that I'm not taking, so I'm going to leave that behind for my nephews to have a little ransack through, and they'll enjoy that. They'll see what I leave them, and they can just have it. And then everything else is basically coming with me. But now that room, which I've been in since 2022, now basically looks like how I found it. Like, when the telly comes off the wall, the morning we're actually leaving, it will look like how I found it. Like, nothing on the walls, nothing in the drawers, nothing in the wardrobe, nothing in the cupboards, nothing under the bed. It's been stripped back. All my personality has been taken from it. Now it's just a blank room again. And that's good, because now it's not my room anymore. My room exists somewhere completely different, up the motorway, over them hills in the distance, off up in Yorkshire. That's where my house is. That's where my new bedroom's going to be. It's where my new office is going to be. And I'm really excited, because this has been a little pipe dream for such a long time, and now it's here. Now it's real, and it's happening, and I'm buzzing. And I can't wait. It's going to be so good. And I'm just, I don't know, saying goodbye to a big part of my life and hello to the next big bit, and I'm excited to see where we go. Because for such a long time, I felt stuck, and not really anything that anyone around me could impact me with or help me with or do anything about it. It was me. I've never been one for staying in the same four walls. I did the little house move, but obviously I didn't do it properly because I was at uni. So I was in my house from being like sort of 2 all the way up to being sort of 18, I think it was. And then we went off to uni just before I turned 19 at uni. So literally just before I turned 19, I was off living in Huddersfield for 3 years. We absolutely loved it. Still keep up with so many people from Huddersfield, and they're, you know, those guys are friends for life. The people from sixth form are friends for life. I just can't believe it. It's just a mad part of your life, like coming and going. And then I didn't really get to experience this place. This place was like sort of my mum and dad's sort of move, and they did that just the two of them during COVID. And I've been lucky enough to be here for the time I've been here. But as nice as it is, and as nice as my mum and dad have made it, and the two of them now are retired, they can just enjoy their own time, their own space. They can go on holiday whenever they like. They don't have any pets, so they're not having to worry about putting the pets anywhere or getting people to come and look after their animals or anything like that, like they used to. Back when I was a kid, we had every pet in the world because we had a much bigger space for them all. And my sister lives 4 hours down in London, and I never wanted to stay here. Like, I never wanted to move 5 minutes around the corner. Some of our friends have moved very small distances. There's people that I went to school with who have moved like 5 seconds around the corner from where they grew up, and it's like, if you like the area that much and you love it, fair play, but if it's not for you, it's not for you. And I've done all I can here. I have literally just done everything. I can't tell you something that I'd leave here now, go and live even in a different part of the world and go, oh, I should have done that thing. Or, oh, I didn't do that thing. I've done everything. I've been to every park. I've been on tons of walks. I've been round Hollymoth Lake more times than I can count. I've done every trail and trek and loop and walk through forests and valleys and over the hills, and I've been everywhere. I've done everything. I've done the Trafford Centre a million times. I've done Manchester City Centre a million times. I've been all over Rochdale. I've been all over Oldham and Shaw and Neway and Milnrow. I've done it all to death. And I'm really excited to do something new. Because I'm one of these people. People chalk it up to ADHD. You can call it whatever. But for me, I like doing new stuff. Doing the same thing day in and day out with no new changes really isn't good for my routine. It's really not good for my head. So I like change. I like driving 4.5 hours. I'll finish a day at work. It'll be 5, 6 o'clock. I'll be knackered. I'll pick Helen up and we'll drive 4.5 hours down to see my sister during the holidays so that we can have a change of scenery and see her. And we'll go to the caravan where Helen's just been for a change of scenery. So it's different. But to have a place of our own that is in a whole new area with a bunch of new environments and a bunch of new activities and a bunch of new places to discover, it's going to be good. I'm well excited. And I just can't wait to do it. I just can't wait to do it. It's nuts. So yeah, today packing all day. Tomorrow I'm going to do my last roundup of sort of my gaming, my live streaming, all of the gaming content, as much of it as possible before we have to eventually pack it all up and get it ready for the move. And then yeah, ready to ship out. Ready to actually make that final move. I'm very excited. And then once Helen helps me set up everything and we're all good up there, I can then come back and help her with her moving stuff. She packed a little bit the other day. I got to have one-to-one time with my niece, Charlotte. So me and her were basically playing games downstairs and entertaining each other. And then Helen was upstairs doing some packing. And when she's ready to, we can come back and we can get more stuff. But yeah, very excited. Very excited. All good. All good. All good in the hood. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, and I promise the content's going to get better sort of after the 10th of August, because that's when everything kicks off. So, sorry for the boring content, but be patient with me, because I promise you, after the 10th of August, it's going to go to the moon. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. See you in a bit. Peace.